Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and all the ships at sea. Welcome to today's Wednesday, June 11th, 2025, Walpole Media Corporation broadcast of MIAA Division II baseball action as Walpole High meets the Plymouth North High Eagles in the state Final Four semifinal game from Monin Park on the UMass Boston campus in Dorchester. My name is Rick Brown, your voice of Walpole High Sports. I will be providing your play-by-play action today. Nick Piccirilli will be handling the camera work. Relying on their pitching as they've done all year, fourth-seeded Walpole got superb pitching from senior Andrew Burke and sophomore Luca DiGiulio to eke out a 2-1 12-inning decision over Mansfield in the Elite Eight state quarterfinals to advance. Burke pitched the first 7 innings, allowing a run on 5 hits, striking out 4, walking 2, while throwing 106 pitches, 72 for strikes. DiGiulio, who looks like a mound stud for the next 2 years, hurled the final 5 frames, scattering 6 hits without a run, striking out 1, walking 3, and throwing 64 pitches and 46 for strikes to get the win. Luca's only strikeout was a called third strike to get out of a bases-loaded situation in the 11th inning, the first of back-to-back frames. The Hornets left the bases loaded. Junior Mike St. Martin takes the hill today, coming off a sparkling 2-hit, 7-strikeout effort in stopping Grafton 6-2 in the round of 16. The crafty right-hander threw 92 pitches, 50 of which were in the strike zone. Today's victor will take on the Reading Somerset Berkeley victor, who are playing here following this game for all the marbles, either Saturday or Sunday at Polar Park in Worcester, the home of the AAA Woo Sox. Plymouth North is the defending state champion, having beaten Walpole a year ago. The Eagles were 6-3 on the road, outscoring their opponents 145-8. Walpole and North had 2 common opponents this year. The Orange and Blue beat Westwood 7-1, while the Blue and White split a pair, losing 3-2 in the regular season, but rebounding to take a 6-3 decision in the quarterfinals. Both teams fell to Xaverian, Walpole losing 6-2, and Plymouth falling 4-1. Plymouth, the top seed, had a pair of 7-win runs around the Xaverian contest before hitting a bump in the road and sandwiching losses to Duxbury 5-3, BC High 4-3, and the previously mentioned win around a win from Mansfield. The Eagles' other postseason wins came against Bay Path Regional 11-3 and Bill Ricker 3-0. Walpole has appeared in the second season at least 10 straight years going back to 2015 and has only met Plymouth North on the diamond once, last year's state championship game. This field is an interesting field here. It's, I guess it's BC High's actual field, but it's on the UMass Boston campus. It's an exact replica of the historic Fenway Park. Monin Park features its own green monster, which stands 27 feet high, stretches the entire length of the left field. The pitcher's mound is the same red clay used at Fenway Park, and the entire stadium is also painted just like its big brother Fenway.
Batting third, the shortstop, number 2, Matt Nardone. Batting fourth, the first baseman, number 15, Danny Kenny. Batting fifth, the catcher, number 35, Connor McLeish. Batting sixth, the third baseman, number 28, Jake Novak. Batting seventh, the left fielder, number 44, Reese Adair. Batting eighth, the second baseman, number 1, Henry Novik. Batting ninth, the designated hitter, number 22, Caleb Shosted. And on the mound for Plymouth North, number 7, Liam Pearson. The head coach for Plymouth North is Dwayne Follett. Our great nation has persevered through the leadership and sacrifices of men and women who have served or are currently serving in our armed forces. We invite both veterans and current military personnel to stand. We thank you for your service. And now, ladies and gentlemen, if you are able, please rise and remove your caps for the playing of our national anthem.
We are ready to begin this state semifinal game. Leading off, Cash Cantrell for the Walpole. Pearson looks in for the sign. His first pitch on the way is up high, a ball. 1-0 pitch, outside, ball 2. The 2-0 delivery, ball 3. Now they call that one a strike. 2 balls and a strike. Ground ball to the first baseman. He gets it and beats Cantrell down to the base. We've got 1 out here. Brings up the third baseman, Paul Whalen.
Now batting number 6, Paul Whalen.
Whalen, a left-handed batter. The first pitch is a strike call. The 0-1 delivery. Strike 2. Caught the outside of the plate there. The 0-2 pitch to Whalen. Foul ball down the left field line. That'll go out of play. Count remains no balls, 2 strikes to Whalen. Fly ball to center field. It's going back, going back, going back, and long run, but he puts it away. 2 down now for Walpole.
Quinn McNeil.
And now batting for Walpole, the center fielder, Quinn McNeil. The first pitch on its way. Strike call. Ball outside, 1-1. Inside, 2 balls and a strike. The 2-1 delivery, popped up to the infield. Second baseman calling for it and puts it away for the 3rd out of the inning for Walpole in the first inning. 3 up, 3 down. We've played a half an inning of play. St. Martin looks in for the sign. Here comes his first pitch. Outside, a ball. The 1-0 pitch. Line. That's going to be a gapper. Throw coming in to Harrington, and leading off the inning with a triple to right field is Will Novak. Brings up the center field, Noah McKenzie. McKenzie batting from the left side of the plate. Swing and a miss, strike 1. A beautiful field here. I can tell you, this is really a nice looking field. Wide open. One of the widest ones we've seen. Swing and a miss by McKenzie. 0-2 the count to the Eagle right fielder. There's a ball inside. 1-2. Two and two. St. Martin's 2-2 pitch. Hop back. Out of play. Count remains 2-2. Once again, the 2-2 delivery. Swing and a miss, strike three. St. Martin took something off that.
Now batting the shortstop, number 2, Matt Nardone.
And it brings the shortstop, Matt Nardone, to the plate. There's a ball up high. The 1-0 pitch from St. Martin. Swung on and missed. 1-1. One pitch, swung on a miss, strike two. St. Martin jumps ahead on the counter, ball and 2 strikes. One-two pitch, up high, evens the count at 2-2. Swing and a miss, strike three. St. Martin picks up his second strikeout here.
Number 15,
Brings up the cleanup hitter, Danny Kenny. And Coach Costello going out to talk to his pitcher. They've had their say. Drew Cantrell comes back behind the plate. Coach Costello back to the dugout. And stepping in is the left-handed batter, Danny Kenny. Up high, a ball. Fly ball to right field. Going back, the wind is carrying it, and he puts it away for the out. So after giving up a leadoff triple, St. Martin settles down and retires the next 3 batters for Plymouth North. No runs, 1 hit. There was no errors, 1 left on base. We've played an inning here from Monon Field. The score is scoreless. Andrew Peterson, the pitcher for Plymouth North, is only a freshman. It's a surprise to see this. First pitch to Pileski is a strike called. Ball outside, 1-1. The 1-1 pitch, ground ball into right field, a base hit. Walpole with their first hit of the ball game.
Now batting the first baseman, number 17, Richie Hayes.
And it brings up Richie Hayes, the first baseman, stepping up to the plate. Pops up the first pitch in foul territory. The third baseman calling for it, goes into fair territory, and he puts it away for the out. Now batting shortstop Shane Harrington. This pitch is way outside of ball. Outside, ball 2. Harrington ahead on the count, 2-0. Fly ball to left field. Having trouble, and he gets it. Wind is really rough out here today. We could tell it's quite windy right up here on top of the press box. So it must be tough out there for the outfielders. Anyway, with 2 outs and a run on first for Walpole, it'll be the second baseman, Ryan McDonald. There's a ball. Ball 2. Ground ball right to the third baseman. Long throw over to first in time, and the side is retired. Ball Walpole. They had no runs, 1 hit, no errors, 1 left on base. After an inning and a half, we are scoreless.
Leading off the catcher, number 35, Connor McLeish.
First pitch is a ball. The 1-0 delivery. Pops it up. Going out of play. Lands in the stands. Didn't hit anybody, but it was close. 1 ball, 1 strike, the count to McLeish. Swing and a miss. Ball and 2 strikes. Just outside, 2-2. St. Martin's 2-2 delivery. Slow roll to third. Whalen with it, guns it over. He beats it out. The second hit of the game for Plymouth. The second time they've had their leadoff batter on. Brings up the third baseman, Jake Novick. Line drive, base hit into center field.
Now batting the left fielder.
Runners on first and second for Plymouth. Brings up the left fielder, Reese Adair. Ball inside. Attempted pickoff of McLeish. Harrington covering, not quite in time. A 1-0 delivery from St. Martin. Steve Ball, 2-0. Pitch, swing and a miss. Strike one, 2-1. The 2-1 delivery shows a bunt, takes a strike, down to second, not quite in time. Evens the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. The 2-2 pitch. Strike 3 called. He caught that outside corner. Third strikeout of the game for St. Martin.
Now
One out, it brings up the second baseman, Henry Novick. Fouls it back, strike 1. St. Martin's 1-strike delivery on its way. Foul down the right field line. Out of play. 0-2 the count. St. Martin looking in for the sign. He's got it, comes to the set and delivers. Oh, he was thinking about a nice 1 ball, 2 strikes. Almost caught him fishing on that one. Ground ball right back to the mound. Goes to third for 1, and that'll be it. Fielder's choice. 1-5 if you're keeping score at home on that. And with 2 outs now, still runners on first and second. It brings up the designated hitter, Caleb Showstead.
Number 22, Caleb Showstead.
Ball outside. Looks like a little low on that one. 2-0 the count to Showstead. The 2-0 pitch from St. Martin outside. 3-0. We'll see if they give Showstead, their designated hitter, the green light here on this 3-0 pitch. Ball 4. First walk allowed by St. Martin. Brings up the top of the order. Center fielder Will Novick. He tripled his first time up, splitting the gap in right center field. Long blast there. Wait a minute. One fouled off, 1-1 the count. With the bases loaded here and 2 outs. in the bottom of the second inning. Ball outside. 3-0. 2-1. 2-1. Fouled off. Count remains. Now it's 2-2. Ooh, right into the open door of the bus that was parked over there. 2-2. The Plymouth team bus over there. The door was open. The ball bounced into these steps there and out again. The 2-2 pitch on its way. Ground ball. The Hughes, he boots it. 1 run in, pick up the second. Oh no. So the E3, E6. 3 and E6. So 2 errors there. Allow.
Now batting the right fielder, number 6, Noah McKenzie.
Allows 2 runs to come across for the Eagles. First pitch grounded foul. Runners on second and third for Plymouth North. Ball inside. 1-1 the count. There's a ball. 2 balls and a strike. Swing and a miss, 2-2. McKenzie struck out his first time up. Mikey would like to get another K right here. Foul down the first base line. Count remains 2-2. Strike 3 called.
Leading off the right fielder, number 15,
And
Jackson
Jackson
Marshall.
Marshall now batting. Lines a shot to right field. That'll drop in for a base hit. Brings up catcher Drew Cantrell. Like we said at the top of the game,
batting the catcher,
Cantrell,
number 25, Drew
the hero
Cantrell.
of the last game, when he lined the first pitch he saw with the bases loaded into right field for a base hit that plated the winning run in the 2-1 12-inning victory over Mansfield. There's a ball up high. Line drive, slow roll to shot, goes to second for 1, got him. 6-4 if you're keeping score.
Now batting the left fielder, number 10, Cash
And
Cantrell.
leads up the top of the order, left fielder Cash Cantrell. Cash grounded to first his first time up. 1 out, a runner on first for Walpole. Strike call. Ground ball to short. Underhand the second for 1, back to first, safe. 2 outs now. 6-4 again. And it brings up the third baseman, Paul Whalen.
Now batting the third baseman, number 6, Paul Whalen.
Whalen flied out to center his first trip. Strike call. Throw down to second. Oh, they would have had him. E6. Walpole with the runner in scoring position. 2 strikes the count on Whalen. And strike 3 call. Nardone struck out his first time up.
Leading off the shortstop, number 2, Matt Nardone.
St. Martin looks in for the sign. Here's the pitch up high, a ball. The 1-0 pitch. Ball 2. Strike call. 2-1. The 2-1 pitch. Flied out. Right field, that's going back and making the play out in right field. Nice play, long run,
Now batting the first
and a
15,
jump
Kenny.
by Jackson Marshall for the out. Coming to the plate, the first baseman, Danny Kenny. He flied out to right his first time up. Oh, strike call. The 0-1 pitch. Ball outside, 1-1. Ball 2 outside. 2 balls and a strike. Two-one pitch. Just misses. 3-1. Foul down the left field line. Even 3 balls, 2 strikes. Mikey St. Martin's payoff pitch will be on the way. Ooh. Payoff delivery, grounded to second. McDonald up with it, over to first. 1-2 down.
Now batting the catcher.
And it brings up the catcher, Connor McLeish. He single, a slow roll to the third that Whalen couldn't get over in time as he beat it out. Good hustle down that first base line. 2 outs, nobody on for Plymouth North. Ball outside. Two and 0. Ground ball, dive by Whalen, long throw, got him. Nice play by Paul there. Able to make the stop, diving, gets back to his knees and gets it over for the third out. All right, for Walpole in the fourth, the center fielder, Quinn McNeil. Quinn popped to second his first time up. Swing and a miss, strike one. The 0-1 pitch, grounded to short, up with it, long throw to first off the bag, safe, yeah. Pulled him off the bag, base to go as a E6.
Now batting the designated hitter number 5, Cole Pileski.
How are they going to go officially with that? They're going to call it a hit, so it goes as a hit instead of an error. Pileski up. He takes a ball down low and away. He's singled to right. Got Walpole's first hit of the game. Back leading off the second inning. Stolen base for McNeil to get into scoring position. Pitch was a ball, 2-0 the count to Pileski. Foul straight back. 2 balls and a strike. Pitch inside. Cole had to duck out of the way of that. 3 balls and a strike. Line drive, base hit to center field. There comes the run to the, no, he's going to stay at third. Too bad, it was a throw was way off the mark. But Walpole has runners at the corners.
Now batting the first baseman,
and brings up the first baseman, Richie Hayes. Runners at first and third for Walpole. Nobody out here in the top of the 4th inning. And Plymouth calls timeout. They want to go out and settle down their pitcher. All right, everybody's all set. Heading back. Hayes stepping into the plate. First pitch, grounded, shot. They go to second for 1, over to first, throws it safe. The run scores, and Walpole's got a runner on first. 6-4 on the put out. But Walpole cuts the deficit in half, 2-1. Brings up Shane Harrington. Shane 0 for 1. Mike Federer going in to run for Richie Hayes. The first pitch to Harrington, fouled it back out of play. Strike one. One strike pitch from Peterson. Ground ball up the middle, base hit. Federer going to third. He'll go in, he'll slide, and runners again at the corners as Walpole comes through with a base hit. First and third, one out for Walpole. Brings up the second baseman, Ryan McDonald.
Ryan McDonald.
McDonald grounded to third his first time up. Ball outside. Fouls it off. Right hit over. Up into the parking garage. One ball, one strike. Infield playing a double play depth. Ground ball foul down the left field line. A ball and two strikes. Cuts away. Run will come to the plate, and he'll cross it standing up. Wild pitch. Well, we're tied up here, 2-2. And Harrington goes down to second, so he's in scoring position here with one out in the top of the fourth inning. 2-2 count to McDonald. Fouls it back out of play. Count remains 2-2 to Ryan. Two pitch outside a ball. That one nearly got away. Full count. Ground ball, shot. He's up with it. Long throw to first. Gets him. Two down now. And it brings up right fielder Jackson Marshall. He singled to right his initial trip.
Now batting the right fielder, number 15, Jackson Marshall.
Walpole still with the runner in scoring position. Two outs now here on the top of the fourth. We're tied up at 2-2. Strike called. One pitch. Ball, 1-1. Ball two. Long throw down. Gets away. Two balls and a strike. Tried to get Harrington going back to first, the second. Marshall steps out. And now he's back into the batter's box. Fouls it back. 2-2 the count. Two pitch. Little looper into left field. And he puts it away for the out. But Walpole comes back with 2 runs. They had 1, 2, 3 hits. There were no errors and 1 left on base. Novak singled to center his first time up and scored the first run for the Eagles. Ball outside. No, yeah. 1-0 pitch. The right, 1-1. Just missed up high. 2 balls and a strike. There's ball 3. Ball 4. The second walk given up by St. Martin brings up Reese. He looked at a call, 3rd strike the last time. This is the 3rd time Plymouth has had their leadoff batter on base. Ball 1. Swing and a miss, 1-1. St. Martin nobody Hayes to keep Novak close. Foul straight back, a ball and 2 strikes. St. Martin gets ahead on the count. A 1-2 pitch from St. Martin. Fouled again. Count remains 1-2. Back. Oh, nearly got him that time. Hayes got the tag on a microsecond after he touched first base. Ball up high, 2-2. Pitch, swung on a miss, strike 3.
Now batting the second baseman, number 1, Henry Novak.
The 5th strikeout for St. Martin, and it brings up second baseman Henry Novak. He reached in a fielder's choice his first time up. Fouls it back out of play, strike 1. Again, just barely back. One strike delivery. Up high, a ball gets away. And Novak will go down to second. Runner in scoring position for the blue and white. inside 2-1. Outside ball 3. 3 balls and a strike now to Novak, Henry Novak. Pitch, grounded slowly to third. Whalen, he beats it out.
Now batting, the designated hitter.
Runners at the corners for Plymouth North. Brings up the designated hitter, Caleb Shosted. He walked his last time up. 1 out, 1st and 3rd, bottom of the 4th inning, tied 2-2 in the state semifinal game, Division II. One strike, the count. Foul back, 0-2. Two-strike pitch, swung on and missed, strike 3. Strikeout number 6 for St. Martin. With 2 outs, and Coach Costello.
Now batting, the center fielder, number 10, Will Novak.
Coach Costello going out once again to talk to St. Martin. He's facing the top of the order. Will Novak, he tripled to right center field and let's see, reached on an error. And they're going to walk him. They're going to intentionally walk Novak. And it brings up the right fielder, Noah McKenzie. He struck out twice. 2 outs, bases loaded. Bottom of the 4th, tied 2-2 here. Outside the ball. Ball 2. No, they call that one a strike. I'm sorry, 1-1. One delivery, swung on a miss, strike 2. The ball in the dirt. Cantrell able to keep it in front of him. Evens the count at 2-2. St. Martin's 2-2 pitch. Swung on a miss, strike 3. Mikey gets out of another jam.
Leading off the catcher, number 25, Drew Cantrell.
Timeout as Plymouth has got a player going out to their bullpen. Bullpens are out in right field. Strike call. One strike delivery. Fouled it back. 0-2 the count. 2-strike pitch on its way. Fouled again. Delivery, upside, 1 ball, 2 strikes. One-two pitch, ball down low, 22 the count. Full count now to Drew. Payoff delivery on its way. Actually, it hit him.
Now batting the left fielder, number 10, Cash Cantrell.
And brings up the top of the order, Cash Cantrell. Cash grounded to first and reached in the fielder's choice. Walpole for the 2nd straight inning, actually 3rd straight inning, 4th straight inning. Wow. All 4, every inning except the first, they've had the leadoff batter on. Ground ball, a shot. Boom! And Walpole gets a break here.
Now batting the 3rd baseman, number 6, Paul Whalen.
2nd error by their shortstop. Brings up Paul Whalen. Paul 0 for 2. Bunt, and it's foul. 0-1 the count to Whalen. Paul trying to move the runners up into scoring position. Got nobody out here. 2 on for Walpole. Top of the 5th inning, we're tied at 2. Inside for a ball, 1-1. Shortstop comes running in all the way to almost to the plate. It's a ball. 2 balls and a strike. As Whalen started to show bunt. First baseman in. This is interesting, the way they've got their shortstop running in like that. Fly ball. The left field, that might be over his head. No, he gets it on the run. No, nobody can tag up. Long fly ball. 1 down. And it brings up center fielder Quinn McNeil.
Now batting the center
Quinn
field,
singled
number 9, Quinn McNeil.
to shot his first time up. Inside a ball. And a duck out of the way of that one. Line drive, that's going to be trouble. Fair ball. No, they're calling it foul, foul ball. Home plate umpire called it foul. Long foul ball. 1-1 the count. It was going to be close. It went right down the line. The home plate umpire had the best view on it. So we go 1 ball, 1 strike now. Swing and a miss. 1-2 the count. Strike 3. Second strikeout by Peterson.
Now batting the designated hitter, number 5, Cole Pileski.
Still runners on first and second. 2 outs. It brings up Pileski. He's 2 for 2, a single to right, single to center. Ball gets away from the catcher. Runners will advance into scoring position. And Walpole sending out a pinch runner. It is Jack Bonteith pinch running for Drew Cantrell. Pitch grounded. Under the hand. 1 run is in. Here comes the other run. And Walpole takes the lead, 4-2. Pileski comes through with his 3rd straight hit. And Walpole jumps on top, 4-2.
Now batting the first baseman, number 17, Richie Hayes.
Richie Hayes coming to the plate, looking to extend this here. Pileski, a big 3 for 3. Hayes hit a fielder's choice his first time up. Pops it up, coming back our way into the stands. No! Wind carried it away from the catcher. He had a chance, but the wind carried it away from him. It's a tough wind here, I'll tell you. It's quite breezy up on top of the press box here. One strike the count to Hayes. Ball 1-1. 1-1. Ground ball off the pitcher's glove. And he gets a base hit. Oh, Walpole back-to-back hits here.
Shortstop number 1, Shane Harrington.
Little coming to the plate will be Shane Harrington. And it looks like they maybe that'll be all for Peterson. Shane Harrington at the plate now for Walpole. He singled to center his last time up. Walpole with 2 on, 2 outs here in the top of the 5th inning. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Gardner, a lanky right-hander. Up high and tight. 1-1 the count to Harrington. Inside, 2 balls and a strike. Gets away from the catcher. That was a ball. And Pileski goes down to 3rd. 3-1 the count. Runners at the corners. The Reading High baseball team coming in behind us, going down the left field line to their warm-up area. Inside, ball 4.
Now batting the second baseman, number 2, Ryan McDonald.
Ryan McDonald up, 0 for 2. Bases loaded, 2 outs here in the 5th inning. Walpole looking to break this game wide open. There's a ball down low. Ryan has grounded a shot, grounded to third. Two and 0 the count. Swing and a miss. 2 balls and a strike. No, they call a ball and 2 strikes. 1-2 pitch. Outside, 2-2. Slow foul ball down the over to the Walpole bench area. Count remains 2-2. Ball behind him. Full count. Payoff delivery on its way. Little liner into center field. That'll bring in 2 runs. And Walpole comes alive here. A full count base hit to center field for Brian McDonald. And Walpole jumps out to a 6-2 lead. Four runs here in this inning.
Now batting the right fielder, number 15.
All of which will be
Jackson
credited to Peterson. And it brings up Jackson Marshall, the right fielder. Runners at first and third for Walpole. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Strike pitch. Gets away from him. This will bring in another run. 7-2, Walpole on top now. And Ryan McDonald goes down to second as Harrington races across the plate. 1-1 the count to Marshall. The ball outside, 2 balls and a strike. Foul, that gets away, foul ball, foul ball. 2-2 the count. The 2-2 pitch. And Jackson calls timeout, steps out of the batter's box. Steps back in. The 2-2 pitch on its way. Ball 3-2. Payoff delivery on its way. Swung on a miss, strike 3. But Walpole sent 9 runners to the batters to the plate. They came up with 5 runs.
Leading off the shortstop, number 2, Matt Nardone.
Don't. He's 0 for 2, struck out and flied out to right. Pitch by St. Martin is a strike. Ball outside, 1-1. A 1-1 pitch. 2 balls and a strike. Nope, wrong again. Rick, 1 ball and 2 strikes. This umpire's very slow getting his calls out. 1-2 pitch. Grounded up the middle, base hit. Brings up the first baseman, Danny Kenny.
Danny Kenny.
He's 0 for 2. Kenny batting from the left side of the plate. Ball inside. St. Martin keeping the runner on. Close first. The 1 strike pitch is gonna miss. 0-2. Two-strike pitch. Fouled at the plate. Count remains 0-2. Again, the 2-strike pitch. Up high, 1-2. Two and 2. Pops it up to the infield. Harrington drifting back. Puts it away for the out. 1 down. Brings up the catcher, Connor McLeish. He singled to third and grounded to third. Ball outside. Strike. Strike pitch, swung on, foul tip, held on to by Cantrell. 0-2 the count. Down low, 1-2. St. Martin's 1-2 pitch on its way. Line foul out of the left field line. Count remains 1-2. St. Martin looks in for the sign. There's the 1-2 delivery. Roll it to Whalen. Paul comes in, guns it over. He got him. 2 down. Nardone goes down to second, and it brings up the third baseman, Jake Novak. He singled to center twice. No, he singled once and walked once. Strike call. The 0-1 delivery. Ball gets away from him. Matt Nardone will go down to third. 1-1 the count. It's a ball. 2 balls and a strike. St. Martin comes to the set. Fouled back. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Fouled again. Count remains 2-2. Time called as Novak steps out of the batter's box, and he's back in again. 2-2 pitch. Up high, full count. Fly ball to center field. McNeil goes back 1 or 2 steps, puts it away for the 3rd out of the inning. For Plymouth North, no runs a hit, no errors, 1 left on after 5 complete. The score is Walpole 7, Plymouth North 2.
The official MIAA. And leading off, the catcher number 25.
So he comes in from left field to pitch. Drew Cantrell, the first batter he'll face. Ball 1. Inside, 2-0. Top of the 6th inning. Ball 3, all the way to the backstop. 3-0, the count to Drew Cantrell. The 3-0 pitch from Adair. Strike call, 3-1. Long fly ball to center field. It's going back now over his head, and he makes the catch. He came in, but then had to race back as the ball is carrying here. Brings up the top of the order, Cash Cantrell. Cash 0 for 3 officially, scored a run. Ball outside, 1-0. Strike 1-1. Nope, ball 2. Boy, I'm not understanding this umpire at all. 2 balls, no strikes. Three and 0. The 3-0 delivery. Strike call on the inside corner. Ball 4.
Now batting the third baseman, number 6, Paul Whelan.
And now the batting Paul Whelan. Paul is 0 for 3 today. Pops it up to the infield. Shortstop calling for it. Puts it away for the out. 2 down. Brings up center fielder Quinn McNeil. Quinn 1 for 3 with a run scored. Which is a ball. Ball outside. 2-0. It's a ball. 3-0. Strike call. 3 balls, 1 strike. Fouls it right back. Aiming for the Walpole Media Corporation broadcast team. Some of us jumped out of the way of that foul ball. Full count. Fly ball. Shots up, drops it. The third error of the game for the shortstop. And it brings in the 8th Walpole run.
Now batting the designated hitter, number 5, Cole Pulaski.
Cole Pulaski up. The first pitch to him is outside of ball. Ball 2. Way outside, 3-0, 2-0. No, 3-0. Ball 4. The runners on first and second for Walpole. 2 outs in the 6th, 1 run in. Walpole on top, 8-2. And we'll have another pitcher coming in for Plymouth North. Ball out, strike call. Runners off. Ground ball to short. Long throw to first. He got him, and the side is retired. Walpole comes up with 1 more run.
Leading off, the left fielder, number 44, Reese Adair.
Adair back in left field. Adair is struck out twice. Once looking, once called. Once looking, once swinging. Pops it up. Ball wailing over there, and Shane Harrington at the last second calls for it and puts it away for the out. Henry Novak up.
Second baseman, number 1,
Henry
Henry
has
Novak.
reached a fielder's choice and singled to third. He scored one of the 2 Plymouth North runs. Ball. Ball 2. Ball strike call. 2 balls and a strike. St. Martin's 2-1 pitch. Outside, 3-1. Flare down the line. Foul. Just foul. Just foul. Full count now. Just to the right of the white stripe down the right field line. The payoff delivery. Grounded to Hayes. He'll take it himself. 2 down. And it brings up the designated hitter, Caleb Shosted. He's walked in, struck out.
Justin Smith.
Oh, now they've got a pinch hitter, Justin Smith, batting. Strike call. Ball 1-1. Flies it out. Harrington calling for it. The left fielder, Cash Cantrell, puts it away for the out. 3 up, 3 down for Plymouth North in the 6th. We've played 6 complete. Your Walpole High baseball team leads 8-2.
Leading off the shortstop, number 1, Shane Harrington.
Harrington walked and singled the center his last 2 times up. Ball 1 up high. It goes back out of play. Bounces up on the press box. Nick Piccarilli didn't try to catch it. He had the opportunity to grab that ball, but he let it fall. Cameraman. The 1-1 pitch on its way to Harrington. 2 balls and a strike. Line shot to left field. Left field is going back. That's off the wall. Harrington will go in standing up to second base with a 2-base hit. The first, I think, no, that's the second, just the second 2-base hit of the game.
Now batting the second baseman, number 2, Ryan McDonald.
Brings up second baseman Ryan McDonald. He had a big base hit last inning that knocked in 2 runs. Back in the 5th inning that knocked in the 2 go-ahead runs for Walpole. Coming out as a pinch runner for Walpole is Jake Stenstrom. And McDonald up. Game being held up while Harrington runs out to the bullpen. So I guess he will be out of the game now for Stenstrom. All right, McDonald up. Tries a bunt, fouls it off, strike 1. It's good to see some familiar faces in the stands. We've got School Superintendent Dr. Bridget Goff, President of the School Committee, Nancy Gallivan, among the Walpole faithful at the game today. A 1-strike pitch to McDonald. Throws it away, but Stenstrom stays there. The pickoff attempt by the pitcher was way over his head. The 1-strike delivery on its way to McDonald. Bunts it down to the first baseman. Another boot. And Walpole has run as E3. The 5th error of the game for Plymouth. And brings up Jackson Marshall. Jackson looking for his first hit of the game. Oh wait, no, it's a pinch hitter. It's Mike Pileski pinch hitting here. Pitch lined right to the first baseman. Doubles up the thing. Got all of that, but unassisted double play for the first baseman. And it brings up
now batting the catcher, number 25, Drew Cantrell.
Drew Cantrell will bat for himself. 2 outs, a runner on third for Walpole. Top of the 7th. Goes all the way back. Throw to the plate. Safe. Wild pitch. Walpole goes up 9-2. And if I'm not wrong, I think that was the score of last year's game, except Plymouth was the 9 and we were the 2. Fouls it at the plate, 1-1. That's a ball, 2 balls and a strike. The 2-1 pitch. 3-1. The 3-1 pitch. Hit him.
Now batting the left fielder, number 10,
And bring up
Cash
the top of
Cantrell.
the order, Cash Cantrell. Cash is 0 for 3 officially. He scored twice. Another pinch runner. It's Federer again, I think. No, Monteith again. Oh yeah, he ran for him the last time. Jack Monteith. Two down, 1 on, 1 in. Top of the 7th for Walpole. Strike call. Oh, flail there. Strike call, but another error. Second error, 5th, 6th error by Plymouth North. That's got to be pretty much unheard of in a state semifinal game. Anyway, 0-2 the count to Cantrell. Ball 1-2. Line drive, base hit to center field. That'll bring in another run. That makes it 10-2 for Walpole. To the plate, Ryan Domino to pinch hit for Paul Whalen. He takes a strike. One strike pitch inside, 1-1. fouls at the plate. Makes it 2 balls and a strike. No, ball and 2 strikes. Yeah, the scoreboard is playing games out there, I'll tell you. 1-2 pitch to Domino. Grounded to shot. Flips over to second for the out, and the side is retired. Walpole comes up with 2 more runs, though. So Harrington is
now pitching number 12, Landon Lipset. Leading off the center fielder, number 10, Will Novak.
Will Novak, 1 for 2 officially. He walked and tripled to be open the game and was stranded there. Lipset looks in for the sign. Here's the windup, and his first pitch is a strike. Ball outside, 1-1. Swing and a miss. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Novak. A 1-2 delivery from Landon. Grounded into left field, a base hit. So Plymouth with their leadoff runner on here in the 7th inning.
Number 6, Noah McKenzie.
Brings up right fielder Noah McKenzie. Noah 0 for 3 with 3 strikeouts. Pinch runner being sent out for Plymouth North. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Ball 1-1. Line drive, that'll drop in right field. Oh, they're going to go to second. The runner held up. He is dead. 9-6 on that play. Fielder's choice. Wow, what a weird play. Pinch runner obviously didn't know that the ball was going to drop, and he held up there and was dead at second base. So with 1 out, it brings up Matt Nardone. He is 1 for 3. Single his last time up. That's a ball. Fly ball to left. Cantrell goes back a couple of steps, puts it away for the out. 2 down now. Plymouth North down to their last out of the game. And it brings up first baseman Danny Kenny, 0 for 3. Strike call. Line fly ball to right field. Back ball game. And Walpole for the 2nd straight year will be going to the state championship at Polis Field in Polo Park in Worcester. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, 1 left on for Plymouth North. So this was, it didn't start out great for Walpole as Plymouth North scored twice in the 2nd inning. against mainly with a couple of errors that killed on the same play. 2 errors on the same play that killed Walpole. But after that, Mikey St. Martin just settled right down, and he was the man. He went another outstanding effort from him. 6 innings, 2 runs, 5 hits, 6 strikeouts, 3 walks. Landon Lipset pitches the 7th inning to shut down the door on Plymouth North. Walpole, tied the game in the 4th. Let's see. Fielder's choice by Richie Hayes scored the first run. The second run came in on a wild pitch. So after 4 innings, we were tied. Then in the 5th, Walpole exploded for 5 runs. The first one came in on a wild pitch. And then Cole Pileski singled home 2 runs, and he scored himself on Ryan McDonald base hit along with Richie Hayes. So McDonald got 2 RBIs there. Walpole scored a run in the 6th on an error, and they scored 2 more in the 7th, 1 on a wild pitch and 1 on a base hit by Cash Cantrell. So for Walpole, they finished the game with, let's see, 10 runs on 9 hits. They had 3 errors, and they left 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 on base. For Plymouth North, they had 2 runs, 6 hits. They had 5 errors and left 8 on base. So we would like to thank you for watching this. Like I said, the winner, well, Walpole will now play the winner of the Reading. I don't know who Reading's playing here, but they're playing in the game that's following this one here. It will be Reading and Somerset Berkeley. So we would like to thank you for watching this Walpole Media Corporation broadcast of Walpole High School varsity baseball action in the MIAA Division II state semifinal. Your final score, Walpole 10, Plymouth North 2.